Well, hello everybody. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero with a special, different type of weather forecasting video. This is really not going to be outside. We're really just going to be talking about the heat because the heat is something that's going to be a big factor today. So we have a lot of advisories and stuff already, but first I do want to show you right here. Without going into the specific Northeast area, let's take a look at the whole country. Look at all this. All of this orange, those are heat advisories. So a good chunk of this country has very high heat. And now when we go to specifically around the tri-state area, you can see inland, there's a lot of heat advisories there. Once you get to Long Island, not really heat advisories, but there is a rip current statement here and an air quality alert in gray. That air quality alert is everywhere. It's just that the orange heat advisory is taking priority over the air quality alert. We can also see even getting into Connecticut, there's some up there. And if we go a bit more northeast into New England, it's still got heat advisories. Now we'll go a bit more into New York, upper New York State. Same thing, going all around, heat advisories, air quality alerts, hazardous weather outlook. That's something that's we cannot take lightly. Because I was talking about this and I posted this on a video yesterday. It was about the heat stroke and the heat index, the hidden danger. So wind chill is something that is a made-up factor, and essentially wind chill and heat index are the same thing, but they're calculated numbers. They're not real numbers. So with wind chill, that's when there's no wind, the heat coming off of your body naturally creates this little shield, kind of like a heat shield around you, a little heat bubble. So when it's cold and there's strong winds, that heat comes right off your skin. So that's where you feel colder than it actually is when you have these wind chill advisories. Heat index kind of goes the opposite direction. When there's high temperature and high humidity, your skin can't evaporate the sweat as easily. So essentially what happens when we try and get rid of heat, our body starts sweating. So when you get hot, you sweat. That's because when the sweat evaporates off your skin, there's something called evaporative cooling that will then cool the surface of your skin, which then takes heat away from the rest of your body. With high humidity, the air is pretty much saturated, so any more evaporation from sweat on your skin just is ineffective. Sweating becomes ineffective. And when sweating is ineffective, you're just building up heat in your body, and that's where heat stroke is definitely a risk. So you have to keep that in mind as well. If you're doing anything outside, take frequent breaks, stay hydrated, because you will be sweating more. Even just from standing outside, you can start breaking out in sweat. So stay hydrated, take frequent breaks. Even if you don't feel like you're tired or you feel like you're thirsty, keep hydrated. Because typically from what I've learned from medical field, from friends and doctors that I've talked to, when you're thirsty from being outside, it's too late. You're already dehydrated. So you gotta frequently have water. Even if you're not thirsty, just take a little swig of water. That's what you have to do for today. The heat's going to start breaking going into tomorrow. So today is really the hottest day of the week. And then we're going to have some storms coming through overnight tonight, going into early tomorrow morning. That'll cool the temperatures down a little bit, but it's still going to be in the 80s. Same thing for pretty much the rest of this week with the temperatures. Summer does officially start on Thursday, and it's going to feel like summer. All right, not too bad out there. So Thursday's the official day of summer, and we're still going to be in the 80s throughout all this weekend, even going into next weekend, or this coming weekend, I should say. So heat is going to be something that we have to keep in mind for the rest of this week. That was pretty much what I wanted to talk about to you in this video, because that's something that's very dangerous, the hidden danger. You can't see the heat, but it can definitely kill. So keep that in mind throughout the rest of this week. So if you want to check out more weather videos, also I'll be trying to get my game stream going tomorrow. Usually Tuesdays are my day off, but I happen to be working on my day off, so may not get to it. I'll try and get to it a little bit earlier, but we'll see. So I have the game streams coming, I have some car stuff coming, and I have a whole bunch more content. So again, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Have a great day, and please stay safe throughout the hot and humid weather for today and even going throughout the rest of this week.